And we're back to learning Photoshop in a year, day 92. We'll get back to our collage. So again, 5 images. At first I use the guides, press Ctrl R if you can't see your rulers, and then you can drag them out of there with a left click drag. I use the move tool to move these images around, and then I press Ctrl T and I transform them, make them a bit bigger. Afterwards I use the frame tool. For the first 4 images I use the rectangle frame. For the final 5th one in center I'm going to use the ellipse frame. But for the final one to be able to use it, I have to make the other ones invisible. Then I can add it. And afterwards I reposition the frame. If I want to reposition the image, I have to switch to the image icon in the layers menu. But now we're good. In the last tutorial we had the problem that the frame had uneven sides, and this resulted in the frame having a different thickness in center. So how can we fix that? Well, there are many ways to do it. I'm going to show you a manual way to create a frame. We'll create a new layer for that. I call that frame. Just double click on it and you can rename it. And now I press Ctrl A. This is going to select my canvas. Now I go to Edit and use Stroke. Keep in mind I'm on the frame layer, the empty new layer. I make the color white and we'll go with 10 pixels. I set that to inside. Press Ctrl D to deselect, and we can't see it because I have to position a frame on top of our 4 images. So 10 pixels is our thickness that we want to deal with. Now let us create the frame for the 5th image, the circle frame. To do that I hold Ctrl and then I click on the icon for the frame. And this should select your circle. So again I press Ctrl D to deselect, then I hold Ctrl. Don't click on the image icon, you have to click on the frame icon in the layers menu. If it was successful, you see these marching arms around the circle. We are still on the frame layer. And now again we go to Edit and Stroke. We use 10 pixels, but this time we put it to the outside. So we're good with that. Now we only have to add our plus sign in center. So for the horizontal and vertical lines. To do that, let me just use a line segment. So use the line tool here. And left click drag while holding Shift on top. Make sure that it's white and set to 10 pixels. Use the move tool, reposition it to center. And if you have to resize it, just press Ctrl T and then you can make it a bit longer. We want to copy that, so I press Ctrl J, then I press Ctrl T I hold Shift and then I rotate it like this, 90 degrees, press enter, and we're good. I can now hold Control and click on these 3 layers, and then I right click and use merge layers. All of them, the entire frame is now on the same layer. On this I can create this frame where all of the sides have the same thickness. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.